Welcome, guys. We're bringing you coverage from the Alamance County Pro-Am presented by Redemption Disc Golf. The coverage is brought to you by Syndicate Productions. And we've got a great group of guys here playing today.
Yeah, these are top 10 players here. You got Evan, Cody, Matt, Phil, Bart, all just shredders. Then you have the rest of us, but no, but the top 4 guys you see out there on the screen will be starting this round off.
Hole 1 here, we got a 360-foot par 3. It's a little uphill. You got a couple of trees to dodge. You'll see most people going with a slight hyzer or a wide hyzer fairway or distance driver, depending on the wind usually.
Yeah, you'll see most people going with something stable and predictable. Probably like yourself here. You're going a little more straight line though, right?
A little straight T-bird here.
Yeah. Not quite.
Not quite. Cody Bradshaw here. Discraft sponsored player from Virginia.
And he does the wide line. This is the line I like to take. Super stable, super predictable.
That looked good. It's going to have a nice putt for the 2. Evan Smith, the top-rated player in the tournament here. This slight
little early there. Yeah. That's going to be a long putt to start his round.
That could either be a great thing or a bad thing. You know, you want to start with that too, but if you can hit a big one like that, it just gets you going, you know?
Yeah, I think Phil Bart, he's going to try to get a little closer and not have to have one of those long putts. But
for sure.
Looks like an onyx from Phil Bart. I say Phil Bart. It's Philip Bartholomew. Oh, yeah.
Great shot. A little skip and roll to the 10-foot mark.
How far do you think that putt is?
I'd say like 50.
Okay. Oh, my goodness. Look at him.
So casual, man.
He gives the thumbs up, you know.
Well, that's one way to start your tournament.
That's Evan Smith for you, folks.
That is Evan Smith.
Pured it. I mean.
So smooth.
Center, basket. Wow. That is a good way to start your tournament.
Yeah. Cody here from Edge of Circle. Or just outside.
Well, he thinks so.
He's able to knock that one in for the 2. Great putt there.
When you play with a card like this and then start off the round with 2 putts like that, and then you go up to this putt,
I'm a little nervous.
You can't miss it.
Definitely a little bit of nerves there, but first hole of the tournament there always is.
That's got to be intimidating.
I'm sure Phil's very intimidated by this one.
Yeah.
Taps that one in for the 2. And a good start for most of the guys on the card here.
Hey, except you.
Yeah.
No, that's what you expect on hole 1. You expect a good bit of birdies, maybe a par. Not too many bogeys on hole 1.
Hole 2 here. 333-foot par 3. That's a lot of threes. Mando on the right side doesn't really come into play outside of an early release sidearm. But most players here will be going with a soft, flat sidearm Firebird or Zone, or maybe a backhand turnover Comet or something.
Yeah, the low ceiling here on your left really hurts that backhand, but I don't think it missed it.
Into the trees. He made the Mando, though. The Mando is that light pole that you can see there.
Yeah, the low forehand really helps here. You just have to control your speed because behind that basket's a lot of room to go downhill and into the creek.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of roots, a lot of skipping. So there's a lot of ways to roll or go past.
That is a lot of Anheuser.
He catches that left side there.
Yeah, this is Phillips, one of the most used discs. It's a Raptor.
And that's exactly the line you're looking for out of the hand.
I aced this whole practice round.
But you can see how he says he aces that hole in practice, but you can see how fast that skips by the basket if you're not
it's
coming in soft.
Straight dirt and rocks down there. There's no grass to slow you down.
That's why I personally like the zone play here. Oh, wow, I didn't realize that was close.
Didn't realize you were that good, huh?
No, I just mean I got the same skip as Phil Bart there. I didn't realize. Cody with a soft upshot into the green.
Yeah. That's not what you want for your upshot. I mean, that's almost outside the circle, right?
That is outside of the circle. That just was not executed well from Cody there.
Evan looking to lay up soft from that green.
Does a great job.
That. Yep.
Evan playing some smart golf.
There you go. This is a safe par. That's not what you want on hole 2.
Well, he's got the stepper going.
If you're putting like that to start your day, then it doesn't really matter where you're
shaking his head, but a 3's a 3. From that spot to be able to hit 2 back-to-back like that, I'm sure that's a way to get your confidence going.
Oh, yeah. That's exactly what you want to feel when you start your round, banging big putts like that.
Good putt from Phil there.
Right in the heart.
And this morning was relatively calm for how Cedarock usually goes, with it being more open. There's usually a consistent 5 to 10 mile an hour wind that you can feel out there.
Yeah, I don't remember any wind until maybe the 10 holes in, something like that. Put that in for your 2.
Mm-hmm.
2 2s, 2 3s. Pretty typical. I mean, obviously everybody wants to get that one, but...
Yeah. And you'll see throughout this course, it's more of a do or die course for these top guys out here, but it can come with some difficulty.
Yeah, so we're at hole 3 now. It's, what, the 3rd longest hole in the course? It's a big par 4. You throw it pretty much as far as you can off the tee. Tough upshot, though, when it's windy.
Mm-hmm. If it's calm, it's about as simple as it comes.
Yep.
The only mistake you can't make is early left, because there's a fence line that is OB. But you can land anywhere in that field and you have something good.
Yeah, that's not what you want.
He got smacked down by the limb.
Yeah, that's definitely not what you want, but he's not in a bad spot. I mean, that's where you're trying to shape your disc anyways, is around to the right side of that cedar tree.
Mm. That was a crazy reaction, though.
See, you start yours off with Annie. And burn it a little bit, but that's fine.
Yeah.
It's more or less a placement shot just to get past that tree and on the right side.
Exactly. Cody giving it the height so it can flex out.
And that looks to be a pretty good drive there. Yeah, over that rocks, you know you threw well when you're over those rocks.
Oh yeah, that's the aiming point for most guys.
Oh my goodness. That's got enough
Wow. Okay.
Hey, there's me.
Evan just smashing it past everybody else.
Yeah, you can do that too.
Yeah. He looks to have maybe a jump putt in.
It's possible. I've definitely seen some people give it a look at it too before.
I think that was the captain's Raptor from Phil. You can see it's just going straight up and down on that hyzer angle.
What putt are you throwing here?
The P Model US, a new addition to the bag.
Nice. Oh my goodness. It'll probably stay in the bag, won't it?
Definitely. Oh yeah. Could do the simple putter backhand as well.
Oh yeah.
He's able to put it up there for a nice putt.
Oh yeah, he's real close. He's probably 110 out.
Doesn't look quite in jump putt range, sadly. I'd love to see a 2 on this one.
Ooh. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought.
No, he settles down pretty quickly.
Is that an S-line P2 out of Evan's hand for the upshot?
He
throws that one a lot.
He throws a bunch of P2s and he throws them well. Oh, that lifted. He called it left or right, so a little misread on the wind from Phil. It happens from time to time.
See that Syndicate Productions flag blowing in the background over there, as Evan never misses a putt.
Cody here from 20. Able to convert there for the 3.
Yeah, this whole play's pretty simple.
It's a hole that if you are taking a 4, you're dropping strokes on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Or you're, yeah.
Yeah, most of the holes out here for these top 4 players, they want to get every one of them. They're definitely all birdieable, especially all the par 4s.
Yeah. 18 down is doable, but you have to be playing some consistent golf.
As you know, 18 down is not likely.
Yeah.
But here we go. We head into hole 4. One of the trickier holes in the course because of the wind and the green. Most people be throwing, I guess, a spike hyzer into the green, the all-righty players.
Spike hyzer, or you can try and throw a little straighter and try and settle it short. Because short is the miss here, but at the same time, you're giving yourself a nervous putt looking down that hill.
So you're going to go this straighter route and try to set it down, correct?
Mm-hmm. With a putter.
Looks to be landing soft. Oh, yeah. That's a great shot.
That's ideal for me.
Yep. As you can see on the back side of that green, it's slipping down pretty quick. You can get some really bad rollaways.
As well as it's pretty much all rock.
Yeah.
So you're going to skip. Even there, that's not a bad shot or spot to be. It is a nervous putt looking down that hill, but it should be wide open from about just outside of circle.
Mm-hmm.
Evan going zone.
Yeah, this is a shot I see a lot of players throw because they don't have to control the angle that well. And it's super simple, but there's your problem as you skip on hyzer going down that hill. I dislike to roll, so.
I can't tell if that's a putter or
It looks like a zone.
it might be. Yeah, it flies like one.
Ooh.
Oh!
Yep, and there's your...
Wow.
I mean, that might not look too far away, but that's 40 feet down a hill, and it probably has a low ceiling because of those cedar trees, too.
That shot looked perfect to me. Where it landed and still skidded straight down.
And you see layups from 40 when you have to that death putt.
Mm-hmm. Oh!
It's a great bid. Great nose up uphill. Great putt by Phil.
Phil able to convert the uphill putt. I've got about a 15-footer down up this hill.
Yeah, that's a fantastic shot. The majority of people playing this hole will be short or down the hill putting uphill. So to land on that hillside so softly, you did exactly what you said you were going to do.
Mm-hmm. Par for Evan. So a couple of 2s, a couple of 3s.
Well, that's the story of Cedarock. Yeah, so currently heading into hole 5, we have Cody at -2, Evan at -2, Matt at -3, and Phil at -3.
Some hot starts. Trying to keep it going. Here onto hole 5, a 295-foot par 3. It's pretty straightforward. There's a lot to miss late, but if you can get it to sit flat on this green as well, it doesn't look very fast. It looks flat, but you can go well past it if you're not careful.
And that looks to be an early release from you.
Yeah, a little bit of one.
Yeah, I think most people try to go the gap right through those trees, but there's a lot of people who go the wide forehand.
Mm-hmm.
So
that is an option here. You're just playing into the hill a little bit more.
And this is one of my favorite holes in the course. It just requires a super specific shot that lands soft.
think that's a Flippy Luna or a Challenger from Phil.
I believe that's a Challenger.
Okay.
It fought pretty well, yeah.
Attacking the chase card. Well, not chase card. Second card. That line is perfect from Cody.
Yeah, it's sliding.
Got the slide to...
Right. Edge of circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been confident on those so far, so...
Yeah, well, yeah, we'll see another one, I'm sure.
Evan, and I know for a fact this is his money P2, man. It was a little low out of his hand, but I don't think I've ever seen him miss a line with that one.
He's definitely outside circle here for his 2 look.
Probably a little low ceiling as well.
Drop. Yeah, even that putt there can get sketchy because behind this basket, you can get some really bad rollaways. Your putt is definitely sketchy.
Oh, man. Sit down.
Yeah. Yeah, Philip turned this one a little bit too much, but he's probably 35, 40 feet away.
And he hit about pin high with a putter, and you can see how far he slid there.
Mm-hmm. Definitely not the easiest putt.
Cody good again for a birdie.
Yeah, it's good too. I saw 2 on the card. Evan looking to save a 3 here.
Good comebacker.
Yeah, I would expect more birdies on this hole, but I'm sure we'll see some more as the tournament goes on. People figuring out the course because we're still warming up. We're only 5 holes in.
Yeah, 5 holes in on a cold morning. And some cleanups for par there.
And as we get to hole 6, hole 6 is a little bit interesting. It's a much different shot than your typical hole here at Cedarock.
You've got this uphill look, looking dead on this tree that you have to break before it is a good aiming point. With these 2 bushes here, anything short is almost impossible to make. And these 2 trees long, anything long is again almost impossible to make. It's a specific landing zone of about 40-45 feet that you have to hyzer into to have any type of good look.
In my words, you throw a hyzer as hard as you can and hope you land near the basket.
That's a good way to describe it.
It's very different.
Cody's up high.
But you're right about landing short. You do not want to be in those 2 bushes short of the basket. You can lose a disc in there really quick.
And he got the distance right there, but couldn't quite get left enough. And there's some limbs that hang out over this left side that kind of push you more right.
See, that's definitely inside from you. Wow. Oh my goodness.
It's like
Wow.
a little bit left, right?
That's, I mean, you kind of have to do that to get that far left.
That's the only way I've birdied it during the tournament, so.
I mean, obviously, I don't think you want to push it that close, but
That should be good as well if he throws it hard enough.
that angle looks perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and that's just,
That's a tricky putt, but
that was a
He'll have
very
a look.
unlucky skip and roll there.
that's a lot of hyzer there. That should get to the basket. And it doesn't.
Same
so you
spot
almost have
as the
to,
other 2.
you're right, you have to hug that inside and almost glide to the basket on a spike hyzer route.
Which usually for Cedarock, there's a left to right wind here, which makes this hole almost impossible to get to,
Mm-hmm.
barring some crazy inside line.
Yeah, Evan having to get on a knee here to get away from those cedar branches that are sticking out a mile.
Oh! Wow. That was a great bid.
I mean, he had a lot of chains. He's
Yeah.
just high, I think, and they
Just
spit
high
him out.
left with the more spinny putt there.
Yeah.
Couldn't catch. Cody
Man.
just getting over the rim again.
Cody's not missing the steppers today, guys.
Fun that many times. Oh, it's fun, dude. Just
put the Manheiser on this one too.
I can't tell how.
The camera angle, you can't see it, but there are a lot of limbs in front of his face.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah, they stick out a very long way.
From 20 feet away, he's having to do that.
Yeah.
Those trees can be brutal.
That's a great birdie to go on your card there.
Yeah, that's definitely one that you're going to gain some strokes. Not too many birdies, but shouldn't be too many strokes above par as well.
No, probably not. Unless you hit something early on that inside line.
Mm-hmm. Mostly pars and twos that you'll see there.
I mean, you see him stretching out that far wide, and he's in the open. So.
Yeah. Still having to put on hard and high.
Just too high, really.
That was a great bid, though.
Yep. Hole 7, typical wide open shot, 295 par 3. Almost always a headwind on this hole.
Always.
We're still early in the morning, so it's not too strong yet, but definitely a factor coming in. The green does skip really bad. Lots of pine needles on the green, dirt on the left, so you do want to land a little softer here.
And you can skip under these 2 smaller trees on the left side and have almost no look at the basket, the same way you did on 6.
Mm-hmm.
Cody just sent that one a little too hard, and it overturned on him.
Yeah, and that could be that headwind that you can't really feel, but it's still there.
That's true.
What are you throwing here, Matt?
I'm going with a Sexton Firebird.
Nice. Oh, my goodness.
And I'm a little deep as well, but it curled right behind the basket.
Deep, he means 15 feet apart.
Well, usually you'll see most people take it between the 2 trees on the right side, and if you know the
about
hole...
like this one right here. This one looks good.
Yep, about like that. Oh! About like that one.
Wow. Oh, there's the Captain Raptor.
Yep.
And that's wide from Evan.
With the PD, I think.
Get a skip. Yeah,
No skip.
little wide there. If you really want that skip, you want to hit the pine needles right beside those trees.
And I think there's really 2 plays. You can play at the high, kind of trying to dig shot, kind of like Evan did, or play the low skip, expecting the flare off of those. Oh!
He should have step putted. He jump putted.
I don't know why he switched it up, man. What?
Nah, he's pretty far out.
That was a great bid, though.
It was a really good bid. He's probably edge of circle just outside.
Mm-hmm.
Lasered it right into the corner pocket.
Able to collect his birdie.
Phillip driving just a little bit long. This putt will be for his too.
Oh,
wow. Yeah.
Saying it got dropped by the left or right.
And I see you checking
Got
the
me
win.
nervous
Yep,
after
I
that.
see you checking the win after he says that, which is good.
Yeah.
You should. And there it is. Good putt.
Thank you. Couple of cleanups for par to finish out.
Yeah, and those trees right there, you can definitely still have a look under those trees.
Mm-hmm.
But if you skip on those pine needles and skip hard on hyzer, you can go a long way down.
Yeah.
Very clean by Evan.
No fluts on that putt.
No flutters there.
Leading into hole 8, it's a 768-foot par 4 down this wooded line on the left side. OB on that left side as well. And deep. You can see the fence line here. It's kind of tucked into the woods early.
Fence line on the whole entire hole will be OB. There's no OB right.
You'll see most people push it out pretty far right past this gap. Trying to just throw it as far as you can and stay in bounds.
And that looks a pretty ideal right there. Maybe a little bit left.
Wind caught it just a little bit. So I might have an awkward look to the left.
That looks to have a little bit too much angle, but it's going to go far. It's Evan.
I didn't see that
Wow.
finish, but it's in 7's fairway, which is a perfectly fine spot to be.
Mm-hmm. You have a wide open look at the basket from where he's at.
Exactly. It does bring in, you're kind of throwing more at the OB on the left side, which can bring in, and the grass.
Cody trying to talk his disc out of hitting that tree, but it didn't work.
Yeah, I
Missed that cap.
Yap, that's right there.
As you can see, it's starting to warm up. Cody took off his sweater. And then Phil
Oh
going
my
big.
goodness. That's a
Flat
distance
now.
line. That was smoked.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
He's
don't
got like 200 in.
Yeah, you don't see too many people that far. Actually, I don't think I've ever been that far down there. And I play the course a lot. So.
Cody, I think, was around 490 from here.
Ooh, that looks like a great line. Skip.
And this grass is pretty dead, so you can play for skips on this grass.
Yeah, that's a very good shot from where he was, and you are scrambling.
Yeah. Caught the very outside of the wood line here, so I have a awkward straddle sidearm.
You're far enough down where it's... What, are you throwing a fairway?
Fairway. I could have went with anything here, but just for the angle I went with fairway.
That's a pretty good upshot, you say?
Yeah. I think just inside circle.
Yeah. You'll definitely take that from a scramble on a knee on a par 4. So,
As wide open as this one, yeah, I'm not too mad about it. Sit down.
that's got a lot of hyzer. That's close. Did he end up going OB?
I can't tell.
Wow. And finally we get to Phil Bar's drive. I definitely thought his...
Yeah, me too.
I thought he about footballed there, but... That looks pretty
Perfect.
ideal. Just how you want to play the hole.
And when you're that close, you can throw something a lot slower and just control the speed onto the screen
Yeah.
a lot easier.
He doesn't miss, folks. And the fist bump. Let's go.
He's hyped about this
Let's
one.
go.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that was a birdie save from 500 out
Yeah, I mean,
after
he-
hitting the trees
He
on the
technically
right.
just played the hardest par 3 on the course
Yeah.
after that drive. So
Wow, what a play.
incredible birdie save from Cody. This
I
is
think
interesting.
Evan did stay in here. He's just
Okay.
taking his relief off.
Oh wow, that was an awkward stance for sure.
Yeah, low ceiling straddle.
And here you are for birdie. Oh no.
Luckily, I didn't get a roll off that right side cage. That can happen every once in a while, but not looking to miss those.
Yeah, gotta take advantage of those early in the rounds. And as they clean up their par and birdie here for Phillip, hole 8 was the only hole first round that played over par.
Wow. I
Yeah.
did not see that.
I think it's just because of pure distance.
Yeah, it might be.
It's intimidating when you look at it from the distance, but it's pretty much wide open.
I mean, this is one of the only holes with OB as well. So when you
Yeah.
bring that in, one or two people are going to have some high scores on that.
Oh, for sure.
Hole 9, par 3, 364 feet. It's definitely a different type of shot. You don't see too many like this where you're having to throw straight and then drop straight down a hill. And the height control is everything here.
Speed control and
Yeah, I mean, you're
it's
throwing
difficult.
dead straight. And to throw dead straight off a cliff that you can't see is not a normal shot.
And you'll see him hyzer out, as you will see the majority of people that throw the hole hyzer out that way. It's a safe spot to land, but it's really tricky to get the stability of your disc right to get close to the basket on this.
Philip with a buzz.
It's a little bit low.
But you can see, even almost burning the ground, it's still
Still
clearing
has
all the way
10
down.
feet of height once you get over the hill. So
He's going to have an awkward look for the 2, or
Are you
even
gonna
a
putter
scramble.
here?
Yeah, I like the putter play here. It's usually easier for me to keep it straight. That one came out just on a highs release instead.
But I mean, you kept on that left side and it went straight the whole entire left side. So
Yeah.
you get that one lined up. That's a pretty good play. Evan, I'm sure this is a P2 again.
Looks like it, yeah.
It's
More stable P2.
And that's breaking left, but it looks to be really slow break.
And that's a long look, but unobstructed.
Yeah, Philip getting a crazy lie for this look. I can't tell if he's giving that bid or not, but it looked like he was trying to
It
give it a
looked like
bid.
he was able to give it a bid, which I'm surprised at.
Wow, is this you?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Not
you're
much.
like, were you trying to give that one a bid?
Yeah, it was like 70 out on a straddle.
Yeah.
Pretty hard.
I mean, easy for some.
Okay.
Just kidding.
I don't have the Adam Durham snap.
Oh!
No way.
It's the jump. It's a jump versus step putt today. I mean, as he chews on his chew toy, but I mean, I'm telling you, if he would have just step putt everything, he'd be making everything today. Oh gosh, that's a great bid from Evan.
Evan just off left or right on a couple of these longer ones.
You'll see everybody clean up their par. Like we said, it's a weird hole. It's a little bit different than most. So, Cody's at 5, Evan's at 3, Matt's at 5, and Phil's at 4. So, our lead card on coverage right now is doing really well. Yeah, as we finish up the front 9, a couple players to look out for. You see Will Sherrill. He started on hole 2. He is 6 down through the front 9.
As well as Will Sherrill, we've got Kevin Duke coming in at a 6 down on the front 9, and Jermaine Barksdale at a 5 down on the front 9.
So we got some good scores. Looks like Will and Kevin are shredding the front 9. So finishing up the front 9 here, go check out the back 9. It's on Syndicate Production YouTube. Go like and subscribe. We look forward to seeing you guys on the back 9, and stay tuned to see some more great disc golf.